For the first time ever, it seems like Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs will be on the road in the NFL playoffs. For the first time, he will not have that home field advantage, and they will not be able to clinch that first seed because the wide receivers with this team are not the best. Rashee Rice, very good wide receiver. I do believe going forward, even past this year, he will be the number one wide receiver with this team. He's been the number one wide receiver with this team. In terms of just being the target, that's obviously Travis Kelce, who's just been the best tight end year after year, and when it comes to receiving production. But this year, he's taking a step back, and it's not all because of Travis Kelce. They're putting him in bracket coverage. They're putting roll coverage on him. They're basically double covering Travis Kelce for the entire game. They're making everyone else beat them. Kadarius Toney should be cut from this team. The amount of mistakes this man makes it's amazing. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing at the fact that this guy is still on this team. He had all those drops against the Detroit Lions. A couple of games ago, he had a lot of drops as well. And this game against the Buffalo Bills, you had to be there and you had to watch this live. Travis Kelce pulls off a phenomenal play, laterals the football, it goes for a touchdown. Everyone in Arrowhead is going crazy. You see a flag on the field because Kadarius Toney is lined up offsides, and they take him out for the rest of the game. At that point in time, that was it. And he had another major drop in this game. Kadarius Toney is one of the worst wide receivers in the NFL, and that's not an overreaction. That's not a hot take. Ever since he's come over to the Kansas City Chiefs, he was a very good wide receiver in terms of getting production in the Super Bowl. This season, he's been putrid. He's been terrible. And I see why the New York Giants were so happy to get rid of him. He's not a good wide receiver for this team. He can't catch the football, and at certain points in times, he can't get open. He's a very good open field wide receiver in terms when you get him the football, he can make guys miss. But he's also a wide receiver that can fumble the football as well. And he had problems staying healthy with the New York Giants, and he had character concerns as well. After this season, he should not be with this team at all. Marquez Valdes-Scantling is good at one thing, running past people. That's it. He's not good at anything else. He can't catch the deep ball. He couldn't catch it with the Green Bay Packers. Nothing has changed. And he is a top wide receiving option for this team. And then you have Justin Watson, in my opinion, who is better than Marquez Valdes-Scantling, and he's way better than Kadarius Toney in terms of just catching the football and making some big time plays. He made a huge play against the Minnesota Vikings, and he also made a big play today against the Buffalo Bills. With me saying this right here, the Kansas City Chiefs have too many injuries to overcome. They have a top defense in terms of stopping the pass with their secondary, but they're dealing with a lot of injuries in that department. And when they don't have Isaiah Pacheco, they can't run the football effectively enough. They selected Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a first round pick a couple of years ago. Can't stay healthy, and when he's on the field, he's not that generational changing running back with this team, and he can't get things going. And now teams are starting to load up the box because they know these other wide receivers can't beat them. They just play man coverage. They just put Travis Kelce in double coverage. So the lack of a consistent run game, and with the tackles with this team also, you look at Jawan Taylor. He's been a terrible tackle with this team. Every time I see him on the field, he's getting laundry thrown his way. He's getting flashed for holding, offsides. He can't get things going. And he's just not a very good tackle with this team either. And then the opposite side of him, you have Donovan Smith as well. He isn't a top-tier tackle either. So the protection on both sides of the field aren't there with Patrick Mahomes. And they paid Jawan Taylor big money coming out of free agency. The general manager with this team is going to have a lot of questions to answer. Why didn't this team go out and try to get another wide receiving threat to help out Patrick Mahomes? And also, why is the offensive line in the situation that it's in now? The interior of the offensive line is very good. It's just the tackles with this team, not so much. Their defense is going to have to carry them through. You do have Patrick Mahomes still, but it's only so much that he can do when the wide receivers are dropping passes and he can't get things going. The end of this Buffalo Bills game showed you everything that you needed to know about the Kansas City Chiefs offense. They missed Eric Bieniemy. They can't get things going at certain points of times, and they are anemic. They have started out slow in the last couple of games in the first half, and then they get things going. That's not going to be able to work in the playoffs. And in the second half, they're one of the worst second half offenses in the NFL. And that's not on Patrick Mahomes. That's not on Travis Kelce. That's not on those guys. It's around the supporting cast that's around those guys. Isaiah Pacheco is a very good running back, but he has always struggled with injuries, even back to last season. And even after the Super Bowl, he's dealing with that shoulder injury. Very good physical runner, but the way that he plays football, I don't know if his body can hold up long term to be with this team. And he missed today's game as well. Jared McKinnon is a very good receiving back. That's it. He's not an in-between the tackles guy. And in receiving production, there's only so much he can do as well because he is a running back. This is unfamiliar territory for Patrick Mahomes, and it's also another reason why you see him on the sideline slamming his helmet and getting upset with everyone. Really just getting upset with the referees. But the referee called the right play. Kadarius Toney was offsides. So if he wants to be mad at anyone, he should be mad at Kadarius Toney. But let me know in the comment section below, how do you feel about the Kansas City Chiefs? Can they turn things around, or are they in massive trouble? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.